Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I received a nice package from Steve over at a bike thing out of England. And to be honest, I was quite impressed on how quickly he was able to ship everything out and ship it overseas to receive it out here on the West Coast, LA, in a matter of a week. Pretty impressive. Arrived as I ordered. I ordered up the D3 fog lights along with the selective yellow lenses, the ezCan for the Triumph, and part of the bundle that he has on his website is comes with the extension cable kit as well for an easy plug and play. So very impressed with everything. Big kudos and shout out to Steve over at a bike thing. And now I just got to get familiar with everything, swap out the lenses on the fogs, and start the install. All right, so I just replaced the lenses that were clear with the selective yellow for the fogs. It was a super easy swap. Just 4 little Allen head bolts on each one. Unscrew them, pop it off, and swap out the lenses. The lenses only go one way. You'll see a little indent in the lens, so you don't have to worry about which side goes up, if it's the SAE side or the Denali logo side. So super easy to do. Now let's keep going. All right guys, so here it is, the Hex ezCan. So we got this wire that's connected to this OBD plug that's going to be going into the connector right behind the battery. This is going to be going to the battery terminals. So I'm going to disconnect the battery terminals and then reattach them. And then you have a red wire, a blue wire, a yellow wire, and the white wire that essentially matches up with the wiring diagram, or whatever you want to call it, in the actual software in the application. So red talks to red, blue talks to blue, etc., etc. All right, so here's what I did. I removed the Triumph phone holder in the back for now. I'm going to reinstall it because I actually have a USB that's been wired all the way through the bike, through this panel, and up to the front, so I could power my phone or anything else that I want to with the USB. So here's the HexCan. I just kind of routed it underneath this frame. And I'm going to probably leave it here loose so I'm able to access the back, so I could plug it into my computer for changes to whatever I need to make. And therefore I tried putting this back on. It fits. There is a little bit of a gap underneath, so the HexCan fits perfectly in this little nook. And now I'm just going to connect this connector right in here, and then I'm going to connect the battery terminals. So now just want to plug this in. All right. Yep, that looks like it's in. Let's double check. Everything looks fine. All right. So now that's in there. I'm going to move on to, well, gotta figure out how to, there we go. All right. I'm moving on to the battery terminal. All right, so here you'll see I connected the power of the HexCan, right? Negative to the black, red to the red, kind of tuck the wires away in here. They're kind of out of the way. This wire is running all the way underneath and then goes underneath this frame and then comes out to the HexCan, which I already checked. It had power, the light turned green. All right, so I got the blue wire and I got the red wire, which are the auxiliary lights one, red and blue. And I am going to connect the left. So let's say this is going to go to the left hand side of the bike. I'm going to connect this to the red circuit because that is the left side of the bike. And let's test it out. As I connect it, I go into the diagnostics tool and I have red circuit blue circuit, yellow circuit, white circuit. I've connected the left side to the red. Let's see if it has power. So I'll show you right here. So all I have to do is test this output circuit by just moving the bar. And there you go. So now let's connect it to the blue wire and test the other side. Okay, it goes this way. Oh, uh-oh, I think I pushed it in too far and I'm gonna have to. There we go, testing it. Yeah, so it looks like they peak at around 7 amps, so I'm just gonna leave these circuits at 7 amps. As a reminder, I have a Rally Pro, so this only probably goes for the Rally Pros. Definitely not the Rally Explorers, but I don't know about the GT Pros, so you would have to check me on that. But what I did is I'm gonna remove my existing fog lights off their mounts, right? These mounts are not on the crash bars. And what I did was take the Denali D3 Fog mounts that came with the light. And when I removed this mount here, I added the mount right back with the same screw from the D3 fog light. So there you go, mounted up this side. Remove the mount alongside the fog. Same thing here. I wired everything to the Hex can. I'm taking this wire all the way down for the fogs. I removed the plastic covering here, which I think is the only thing I'm gonna have to remove, just looking at the route, because here is the clip for the fog light on the left side. Here's the fog light down here, right? So if you see the wire comes all the way up here, it's right there, and then comes down and connects here. So I'm gonna pull it out, yank out the old one, and then filter the new wire from the D3 Fogs all the way through here, in here, and out the back. I installed everything. I'm gonna adjust these later tonight, but routed the wire through here. It's an absolutely super clean install. And if you come to this side, the wires right here, comes up, zip tied it to this radiator fan, routed it through here, under here, which will all be covered by the side panel, the black side panel. Zip tied everything clean all the way through. And right in here is where I put the excess stuff, zip tied all the excess wiring. Put it under here, and then it just wires all the way up under here, right into the Hex can. So there you have it. The only thing I removed is this plastic panel. And that's it, put it back. Left side is done. See the wire tucking in, coming through out here. Zip tied it right here. This will all get covered by the black plastic cover. Routed it underneath the tank plastic all the way through. The connection is right in here. Can't see it. There's the extra wire. This will be covered by the black panel. Zip tied, comes all the way through. Zip tied the excess cables and just plop them in there. The other ones for the left side are down in here. So I buttoned everything up, super clean install, 0 wires showing, still contain or kept this. And you can see the Hex cans right underneath. There's plenty of room for it to just sit there. And that's it. I'm gonna put the seats on and adjust the lights later on. And that's a wrap. So that's what they look like. I'll adjust them in a second. Super clean install. I will start the bike and just show you guys. They come on immediately the moment you turn on the bike, and they will stay on. They're at 100% daytime, 50% nighttime. And the same thing when I turn on the flash or the high beam. So here's what it looks like. With the headlight, the high beam on, they still stay on. And if I wanted to right signal, they blink, right? There you go. If I wanted a left signal, same thing. All right, and if I want to flash the pass, 1, 2, 3. Flicker. And that's it, guys. Pretty easy install. Take your time, no rush. Super clean.